Men who rape women are more likely to admit to it whenever you describe the action of rape rather than titling it rape. And 1 in 3 college-age men admit that they would rape somebody as long as you don't call it rape. According to this study, 31% of men said that they would act on intentions to force a woman to sexual intercourse if they could get away with it. However, whenever they switch that verbiage to "I would rape a woman if I could get away with it," number dropped to 13%. Not only are perpetrators denying that they are rapists, but we also have victims who deny that they were raped simply because of the negative connotation of the word. A survey from MIT found that 17% of female undergrads said in a survey that they experienced unwanted sexual behaviors involving force, threat, or incapacitation. Only 10% of those MIT women said yes when they were asked if they were sexually assaulted, and only 5% of those women surveyed said yes when asked if they were raped. Ensuring that people know the definition of rape and what that actually looks like is so incredibly important, not only for validating victims so that way they can put a label on what happened to them and better connect to other people who have experienced the same thing, but also for calling out perpetrators. This information could be so incredibly important for law enforcement officials as well, because they're going to have a hard time getting a rapist to admitting to rape. However, according to this study, it's not hard to get perpetrators to admit to the action of rape. So if law enforcement officials changed up their questioning tactics whenever interviewing these predators, maybe we could get some more people behind bars. As we just discussed, it's incredibly important for people to know the definition of rape so that way victims can be better supported. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video off by giving that definition. I'm going to go ahead and give the FBI definition of rape because that has been the most inclusive definition I could personally find. So the FBI defines rape as the penetration, no matter how slight, of the V or A with any body part or object, or oral penetration by a S organ of another person without the consent of the victim. I also want to mention that rape has no time limit. Rape can be as quick as 1 second or as long as hours. For the V or the A, most commonly in media, you'll see an individual, the perpetrator, inserting their P into either of those locations unconsensually. However, it can also be fingers and it can also be foreign objects. And for the oral penetration, that's going to look like a P being forced into somebody's mouth.